Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 4000 Don Diablo Drive in Los Angeles, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I wasn't able to locate a standard exposed and accessible main sewer line cleanout. The main sewer line cleanout is an area similar to what you see here on screen that has a removable cap, but it will be located on the drain pipe as it exits the building, and it would be outside the structure, kind of in the ground. I found a couple of different cleanout accesses. There are some inside the sub area that you can get to from the back of the garage, but for our purposes today with our equipment, it was easier to access this 3-inch cleanout. It's over on the right side of the structure and just near the base of our air conditioning condenser here. As you come around from the backyard, just forward of the air conditioning condenser is where this pipe is sticking out of the exterior of the wall. From here we'll drop in under the house and run through about 35 feet of pipe to get to the point where the drain system exits the building. We'll go ahead and push out to that point. Now under the house they've done some upgrades here to most of the drain system, but just before it exits the front of the structure, it does tie into an older original iron pipe. So what they did is they remodeled the house and redid most of the drain pipes up to the point where it was easy. And right here you see we're changing to a cast iron, so this is probably just as the pipe dives underground under the structure before it exits the front foundation wall. So we'll go through a few feet of this old cast iron here. It's in pretty rough condition. It's significant rust and scale buildup. You know, iron pipes of this type commonly had a service life in the 70-year range. Not knowing when the original structure was built, it's difficult to tell you how old it is, but you can see the shape of it. It's deteriorated and definitely nearing the end of its useful service life. And just here, as we exit the building where the original cast iron pipe meets up with the 4-inch vitrified clay sewer pipe, and you see some pretty significant roots penetrating that connection. So that's just another sign that this cast iron pipe is beginning to fail. We'll go ahead and push through this little curtain of roots here, and we'll drop into the 4-inch clay. And then we're going to basically drop steeply here for about 10 feet, and then drop a second time before we get down to the street level to run out to the public sewer. Now, these clay pipe materials, they're very common for main sewer line systems. And this would also be an original pipe. This was not upgraded when the structure was remodeled. That being said, if a line's in reasonable shape, no reason to start changing it. But it is an older system and does require maintenance. You see we've got root intrusions at some of the joints or connections in this older clay pipe. That's pretty common in the older clay pipes, and normally root intrusions at the joint areas we're suggesting can be maintained. Regular sewer line cleaners, when they're left unmaintained for extended periods, they can create blockages in a system, also potentially damage a pipe. So we've dropped down steeply, and then we're going to take another little bit steeper drop here in a second as we level off. Running out under the lower landing of the stairs, and then dropping again. And this is going to take us about to the depth of the public sewer. We're somewhere down near the curb face now, and we'll continue out, connect up to that public sewer. All of it looks pretty clean. I'm not seeing anything cracked or broken, significant damage to the clay. Basically a functional system. Common conditions that will require regular maintenance. Here we're turning into our public sewer here, about 37 feet from where the pipe exits the building. The weak link in this system is that section of original cast iron piping left in service from just under the structure, and then we'll go just outside the front of the building, underneath that tile steps, and at the one landing there. So at some point that cast iron section should get replaced, and they will either put some sort of a clean out in at that point, outside or just under the building. We have reasonable clean out access here to be able to clean those roots where the cast iron meets the clay. So I'm not going to start suggesting installing clean outs at this point. It's something that can be handled down the road when that section gets replaced. But a section like that, certainly being older, there's no disadvantage to being proactive and upgrading it when feasible, instead of waiting for it to fail and potentially adversely affect the structure over a period of time. So you may want to discuss that with a qualified and reputable plumbing contractor, see what it would take to do something like that. But it's usually, minimal. You're not talking about sewer replacements or anything like that. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for a description of the final findings and recommendations. Now, we do recommend that the main sewer line should be examined after any significant seismic activity, and that main sewer lines be examined annually to monitor for changing conditions in the system. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.